It is day 69 of the Middle East conflict. Tehran says that US violated the ceasefire. They're saying that the US attacked their ships and they attacked US Navy ships in retaliation. From UAE, it is reported that the UAE intercepted the drones and missiles from Iran, and people in Fujairah heard loud sounds because of the interceptions of the drones and missiles. And from the Strait of Hormuz, the news is that the seafarers are currently trapped in the Strait of Hormuz. They are not able to move anywhere. There are 1,500 ships are being trapped in Strait of Hormuz, as per the reports from International Maritime Organization. So, what President Trump says is that he's expecting a deal from Iran, and he's saying that about when the reporters asked him about these attacks, he's saying that this is just a love tap from the US side. President of Brazil, Lula da Silva, met uh, President Trump yesterday at the White House. The relation of President Trump with the President of Brazil, Lula da Silva, was not that great. In fact, it was a strained relationship. The reason is that President Trump was a very close ally of former president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro. The Jair Bolsonaro was accused of criminal coup-related criminal charges. And when Lula da Silva became the president in 2025, President Trump told Lula da Silva to stop the proceedings, legal proceedings against Jair Bolsonaro. But Lula da Silva didn't listen to President Trump. President Trump again wrote a letter to, explicitly, he wrote a letter to Lula da Silva, but again, Lula da Silva never listened to President Trump. So President Trump was angry because of that, and he imposed 50% tariff on Brazilian goods. Brazil was in a surplus. President Trump's strategy was that he would impose tariff to only to those countries which are in a trade deficit with the US. But Brazil was at a trade surplus, but still he imposed 50% tariff on Brazil. Why? Because Lula da Silva didn't listen to President Trump regarding the Jair Bolsonaro case. Now, what happened is he is in the White House, and the world is looking at what is happening between them and how the relation is going to evolve. After concluding the meeting with the Brazilian president, this is what President Trump wrote in his social media, Truth Social. Just concluded my meeting with Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, the very dynamic president of Brazil. We discussed many topics, including trade and specifically tariffs. The meeting went very well. Our representatives are scheduled to get together to discuss certain key elements. Additional meetings will be scheduled over the coming months as necessary. President Donald J. Trump. Early results from English council elections show that there is significant loss for the Labour Party and gains for the Reform Party. Prime Minister Keir Starmer refuses to resign. He says that he's not going to walk away. A federal court has ruled against Trump administration's 10% global tariff. The court says that the what Trump administration has done is illegal and unauthorized by law. The court says that the Trump administration misapplied the the law, misapplied the section 122 of the Trade Act of 1974. A deadly hantavirus outbreak has killed three people in a cruise ship. The ship's name is MV Hontius. Now it is confirmed that there are two Indian nationals in the ship. The WHO says that we don't have to be panic. It is not a pandemic threat. The hantavirus doesn't spread like COVID 19, it spreads in a different way, and there is no situation like a pandemic threat as of now. Mamata Banerjee refused to resign after the BJP's victory in West Bengal. Governor R.N. Ravi has dissolved the government in West Bengal. Suvendu Adhikari is expected to swear in as the Chief Minister of West Bengal tomorrow. Suvendu Adhikari's close aide Chandranath Rath was shot dead, and the tensions are high in West Bengal. Vijay's party TVK has met the majority mark 118 seats. Congress has already extended their support to TVK. Now, CPI, CPM, and VCK has extended their unconditional support to Vijay's party, TVK. Now they have met the mark, and Vijay is planning to meet the governor today. It is not yet decided as who should be the Chief Minister of Kerala. There are three main leaders being considered: Ramesh Chennithala, V.D. Satishan, and K.C. Venugopal. The MLAs are supporting K.C. Venugopal, but the people of Kerala, that is the Congress workers, they want V.D. Satishan to be the next Chief Minister. So now there are several protests in Kerala supporting VD Satishan. So we do not know who will be the Chief Minister of Kerala. Now VD Satishan and Ramesh Chennithala, they are heading to New Delhi to meet the High Command, and people are expecting that there will be a decision made, an announcement will be made on Sunday.